Hello and welcome to Crypto Weeklies. In this video, we are going to discuss about Aptos, its recent rally, put that rally into context, as well as conduct machine learning based price forecast, regression analysis, estimated bull run target for Aptos. None of the content is financial advice. Over the last 24 hours or so, Aptos has been rallying by about 3%, which is kind of counter trend to the wider market, which is down by about 3.5%. And the fear and greed index coming in at around 24. It's still Bitcoin season in terms of seasonality. Looking at Aptos and its tokenomics, first of all, starting with the market cap at around 3.5 billion, healthy volume of about 144 million, circulating supply at around 590 million, does have a a total supply of about 1.14 billion, so almost 2x of the current circulating supply. That is more than 50% of the total supply is in circulation. If we look at time toggle between the price chart versus market cap chart, again a series of lower highs over the last 1 year or so. But you can see that there is a stark difference between the price chart and market cap chart, whereas market cap has had a higher high over here with respect to this March 2024 high. The highs in December 2024 were higher in terms of market cap. They were not reflected in price. That means there are token unlocks and there is inflation which is eating out the market cap gains, not getting reflected in price. So need to keep a watch on this metric. Again, personally, with hundreds of cryptos analyzed, whenever the circulating supply reaches more than 60% of the total supply, that's when the impact of token inflation gets minimal. Again, the impact is never zero, so as to speak, but this stark contrast between the market cap growth and the price growth does die down quite a bit as most of the tokens are part of the circulation. So again, this is one area of concern for Aptos at this point in time. Again, let's look at Aptos from the perspective of simple moving average based risk. Right now, the price of Aptos does present a decent risk reward at around 13% risk. This token has not been around by if you look at its regression based valuation. Again, this token was released in October of 2022. You can check it out over here as well. Again, launched in the bear market of 2022 does speak volumes of their intent. Again, most of the cryptos which are launched in the bear market again tend to be serious in terms of their objective. And again, per the market cap based rank of top 30 for Aptos does speak volumes of its attention in the wider crypto market that it is garnering. There were some decent buying opportunities for Aptos. Again, this is color coded with respect to the regression based fair value for Aptos right now coming in at around $6 or and change. Some of the decent times to accumulate per this model is definitely whenever the risk is less than 20%. Per this model right now, the risk for accumulation is at around between 20 to 30%. You can see today's risk is at around 32%. To round it off, it's still within the third base time to accumulate Aptos per this model. If you are looking at Aptos from the simple moving average price based risk, the risks are slightly lower than the regression based model. Right now the risk is coming in at around 13%. Again, the second best time to DCA per this model, but this model tends to serve more the shorter period of time. Again, shorter time period helps understand when the token has gone really undervalued, where the likelihood of any pump in the shorter term is high. So for example, when in July of 2024 when the price dipped, there was a counter trend rally. Even in 2023, again, although the downturn never stopped, but there was a relief after this. Again, same in March of 2024, March 4th of 2025, when the risk level went below 10%. Again, if the hypothesis is for an altcoin especially, looking at when its risk is sufficiently elevated, personally speaking, whenever the risks are between 50 to 60%, and and especially when they go beyond 60 to 70%, that's when the risk is elevated. In terms of right now, the price, if its prices were to go back to that level, the prices, the forecast for Aptos at this point is priced between $13.50 and about $16. So that's the lower end of the forecast. The higher end of the forecast is for Aptos is between $16 and about $17.75. Those price point would typically be close to the 100% risk, where the price will take a breather at that point in time per this model. Again, if you were to look at this model, you can see over here when the model said 100% risk, there was a major cool off in the market. Similarly, at 92% risk in November 2024, there was a major cool off, although there was a shorter rally, but overall, directionally speaking, that was a good time to get out of the trade per this model. With looking at the similarly analyzing the DCA model that we started with the regression based valuation, the SMA model looks at 20-week moving average, whereas this model looks at more towards the what is the fair value of the asset at any given point with respect to the polynomial regression function. And if we keep a similar hypothesis and say that risks for an altcoin are elevated whenever the price goes into this band where the risk is between 50% and 70%. At this point, that represents price action between $8.18 and about $10.50. So that is the moderate end of the forecast per this model, the regression model, and the higher end between $11 and about $13. So slightly lower price forecast than the SMA model. SMA model said that the prices could go as high about $13, and the higher end of the forecast was between $14 and $17, whereas the DCA model says the prices could peak at a lower valuation between $8.18 and about $12.75. So as a confluence of the third model that we'll discuss, and then as a confluence of all the three model, again helps understand if the token is in this time weighted average price model, helps understand if the asset is in accumulation phase with respect to the time weighted average price, if the price is lower than the time weighted average price, and if the underlying token is a reputable one and has one more pump left in the bull run, or has an accumulation phase because of its high quality project, then accumulating below the time weighted average price per this model eventually works out. The time weighted average price coming in at around $8.55. Again, not financial advice again, but you can see that this model did help identify 1, 2 and potentially now the third accumulation zone since the token major launch again after the initial capitalization in late 2022. Now again, if we take a look at Aptos from this perspective and estimate its estimated bull run target based on how the risks are with respect to the regression risk, the time weighted average price risk, and SMA risk, the estimated bull run peak for Aptos comes at around $31 with a 5.2x reward for the remainder of the bull run. The first target definitely at around $8, between $8 and $12, the higher end between $12 and $18, and then subsequently if the prices do eventually mature, then at around $32. And with that, we'll conclude the video. Hope you enjoyed the content. If you did, please give us a like and subscribe, and also check out all of the charts available on cryptoweeklies.com, the link on the bottom of your screen. All of the charts are available for free. You don't have to pay or sign up for anything, and not just for Aptos. They're available for most of the top 100 cryptos by market cap. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye bye.